What's up, guys? It's Leia here, back with another video. Love Island the Game 2, Season 4, Episode 6, Volume 3. Finally. I was looking down at my phone. So yeah, we're finally at Episode 6, Volume 3. Finally, we made it. And I'm excited. From the last episode, episode 5, yep, we had that issue. My apologies again. I will make sure that won't happen. But yeah, from episode 5, we left off when me and Najuma are going on double dates. In the hot tub, I think. So I'm excited to meet these new guys. Let's get right into it, shall we? Love Island the Game 2. Season 4, Episode 6. Alright, Episode 6. Bubble Bubble, Boys and Trouble. It's time to get ready for your double date, but not everyone is thrilled by the 2 new boys. It's that time once again when I introduce you to that little slice of paradise known as Love Island. Previously, the islanders became plants for a day. Imagine you're a daffodil that's reaching for the sky. Yep, you heard me right. My happiness looks like a blooming lotus flower. Plants. Coming up, Crystal and Najuma get ready for their dates. But how does James feel about it? The girls are busily getting themselves ready to meet the new boys. But there's an all-important question on everyone's mind. Should I bother shaving my legs? I was actually thinking of that other thing. Are my nipples showing through this? I'm talking about the new boys. I promise it's on their minds, really. You look around the room. The other girls are getting their outfits on for the evening. Only you and Najuma are still in your swimwear. We're gonna meet the new boys in the hot tub. I totally need an absolute banging swimsuit for this date. Also, we get to change our swimsuits again. Let's see. I like the gold, but I guess for this date we could change it. I don't even know. This one's cute. Yeah, I really like this one. We're gonna check out 15 gems. Again with the earrings. Necklace, I think I'm gonna take off the necklace. And yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it just like that. Damn, Crystal, you're really going for it tonight. The other girls whistle. At least give us a fighting chance, girl. I'm so stoked for the new boys. You hear Thabby let out a small squeak. Sorry. I'm just really excited by the new boys. Not happy with Will, babes? Don't get me wrong. I'm so happy we got to couple up, but it doesn't hurt to have more boys to gawk at. 1000%. It really feels like this is the moment the right guy walks through the door, you know? Angie thinks she'll have better luck with one of the new boys. Here's hoping, girl. Thanks, babes. I've got a good feeling about them. I'm very excited to meet these boys. Really? Of course. Who wouldn't be? Our guys, probably. Oh, they're adults. They can handle it. I really hope one of the boys is tall, fair, with curly blonde hair. That's just my type. Oh, what happened to Kobe? I thought she was, like, so in love with him. And yes, I know that rhymes. Angie frowns. Lexi's ideal man is the opposite of Kobe. I'm gonna point that out to her. I thought you had it bad for Kobe. I do. But there's nothing wrong with some window shopping. But you describe someone completely different to Kobe. What can I say? I've got broad tastes. You look over at Najuma. She's in the middle of applying makeup. Occasionally, she pouts and winks at herself. Najuma's also going on the date tonight. I'm gonna compliment her look tonight. Careful, Najuma. Looking that good, you might turn everyone's heads. Maybe that's been my plan all along. You see her facial expression? She nudges an elbow into your side. So, what are you hoping for, Najuma? Huh? Who do you want to find in the hot tub? Rafi Saeed. From season 3? Well, yeah, he was on here, but he's now in loads of TV and films. Love in Space, Liar Liar Pants on Fire, Buff Ninja. I'm pretty sure that last one was just 2 hours of him oiled up and shirtless beating up muscular robots. It was all I could have wished for, and more. Najuma likes Rafi Saeed. I'm gonna say, what kind of films even are they? Well, Love in Space was actually a series, but it was cancelled midway through the first series. I heard they might do a film to tie up the loose ends, but it just won't be the same. The rest are mostly low-budget, quick cash-ins, but he's close to breaking into bigger productions. Ones where he might get to keep his clothes on. A shame for us all. I starred with him once. Shut up, no way. Yeah, he's a real sweetheart. What was your role? I had to go and look directly into his impossibly chiseled face and say, she breathes in, tickets please. Lexi's line with Rafi was tickets please. I'm gonna say, is that it? It was during the filming of Clickety Clack, It's a Trap, and I was the guard on it. Oh, I've seen that one. It's about this evil guy whose soul is trapped inside of a train and the hero has to expel it, right? Yeah. I don't remember you, Lexi sighs. The train eats me pretty early on, but before that, I had a scene with Rafi. I got to punch his ticket and everything. Our fingers touched momentarily. I don't know if I'll ever experience such happiness again. She sighs wistfully to herself. What about you, Crystal? You're actually going on a date. What are you hoping for? The perfect guy for me would be tall, standard. He'd also be toned. I can get behind that. I don't like a guy that's too big. I think Crystal was talking about his muscles, girl. I know, so was I. Oh, well, what I said still stands. She sticks her tongue out at Angie. And he'd have dark brown hair. I do have a weakness for thick, dark hair. You know, like the color of a chocolate labradoodle. What? You know what I mean. Dewy. And lastly, he should be smoldering. Well, that goes without saying. All goes quiet for a moment while you think about your ideal man. Just then, there's a knock. James pokes his head through the door. Hey, Crystal, can we have a quick chat? Sure, babe. Let me just throw some clothes on. You glance at the other girls and shrug before following James out to the bedroom. As an age-old tradition of Love Island, one of the boys is pulling his girl aside for a chat. I wonder what it could be about. The weather? What the foodie scores are? Whether or not to re-wear the same outfit he's worn for the past 6 nights? Oh, maybe, just maybe, it's to do with the fact his girl is about to go for a steamy date in the hot tub with 2 new hunky guys. Nah, that can't be it. It's definitely the weather. You and James step into the bedroom. The sounds of the girls getting ready echo from the dressing room. James wants to chat. What's up, babe? Everything okay? Oh yeah, everything's fine. So, you've got that date tonight. How are you feeling about it? James wants to know how I feel about the date. I won't lie, I'm excited. His awkward smile fades. Oh, I see. He shuffles his feet. It is interesting that the public chose you to go, though. What do you mean? Oh, nothing really. Maybe the public knows something we don't. Are you saying they don't believe in us? He sighs. Well, when you send someone on a date straight after they've coupled up, I don't know. It doesn't seem like they're super confident about us. What I actually meant was, like, maybe one of the new guys has his eye on you. Maybe he said he's only interested in getting to know you or something, you know? Oh, yeah, I mean, it's just a thought I had. But let's say you get there and he's 100% your type on paper. Could your head be turned? Could my head get turned tonight? I mean, maybe. It's hard to say until I'm there, you know? He sighs. I hope that wouldn't be the case, but I appreciate you being honest. He glances over towards the dressing room door. I guess this has just shaken me a bit. I don't mean to come off clingy. I'm really not the jealous type or anything. I've just really started to like you. I know it hasn't been long, but I feel like we've had some good chats. Sorry I ramble when I'm worried. James is worried about us. I'm gonna say I don't know what will happen because I honestly don't. Like, the fact is, it's early days. I don't know what will happen on these dates. He sighs. Yeah, you're right. And you were already honest about how your head may get turned. The two of you stand looking at each other for a moment. You know, there's still some time before I go on this date. What are you suggesting? Come with me. He looks at you with a weary smile. Okay. You take him by the hand and lead him to the roof terrace. You emerge onto the roof. The lights of the villa glitter below. A gentle, warm breeze wafts around you. So, what's all this about then? I brought you here to help you relax. Ah, no. Was I coming off a bit nervous? Was it that obvious? He sighs. Okay, well, from here on out, I'll be cool. As cool as a cucumber. People will look at me and be like, damn, how did James get so chill? Then be slightly weirded out by the fact I'm a cucumber. He pauses. I'm gonna stop talking now. So, the reason I brought you here, I've got time. I thought it would be nice to have an impromptu date with you. He smiles. It's always a date when I'm with you. You take a seat and pat the spot next to you. James makes his way over and joins you. I should snuggle up to him. You scooch over to him. He moves his arm, making it easier for the two of you to cuddle up. You can smell his cologne. There's a spicy element to it. Cinnamon, and hidden under that is a delicate touch of rose. So, as this is a date, let's pretend we don't really know each other. That shouldn't be too hard. We have only known each other for a few days. Fair? Okay, I'm gonna ask you a few questions then. So long as I get to ask them back. Of course. What should I ask James about? What's something that made you happy? Oh, can I just say coupling up with you? No, wait, I can do better. He thinks for a moment. I guess the first thing that comes to my mind was winning my first writing competition when I was 15. Oh? Yeah, it was some small horror competition for Halloween. Horror's really not my go-to genre in anything, but I just had this story niggling at me. What was it about? Loneliness. Huh? Well, that was the overall theme. It was actually about this old man who believed that his house was filled with spirits. But it turns out he just wanted company. James' story was about a lonely old man. That sounds so sad. Yeah, I did end up crying a couple of times while writing it. He sighs. But it won. I thought that because it wasn't filled with blood and gore, it wouldn't even get shortlisted. But no, it was voted the winner unanimously. In their letter back to me, the judges said it really resonated with real life experiences. I got to do a reading for it and everything. You should have seen the faces of some of the adults when this specky teenager nervously got to the podium. I can see why that's such a happy memory for you. I'll need to get back to Najuma soon, but I could stay here and ask James more questions. Should I squeeze in more time with James? Yeah, so they want us to spend 10 gems to spend a little bit more time with James. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not doing that. I'm ready to go meet these new boys and see what's about to happen. So we're gonna go and look for Najuma instead. Although I'm sure the new boys won't mind waiting. And this is a good opportunity to get closer to James. I might learn some interesting things about him too. End the impromptu date here. Well, I should probably go and find Najuma. Oh, of course. You got that whole real date to go on. Hey, thanks for doing this. It really means a lot that you brought me out here. I've had a great time. Just then, Najuma comes out onto the terrace. Speak of the devil. There you are, girl. Come on, we don't want to keep the gorgeous guys. She spots James. I mean, those probably completely average guys waiting. Nice save, Najuma. She flashes a grin. I'm smooth as butter, me. You look at James. He smiles. Go and have fun. I'm fine, honestly. The two of you share a quick hug. See you later, babe. You head outside. I'm so excited. You and Najuma walk out into the mild night. The air is perfumed with a mixture of sweet floral scents and the wooden decking as it cools from the baking sun. The sound of the other islanders still getting ready gently fades as you get further from the villa. Suddenly, Najuma stops and gently touches your arm. Okay, serious talk time. Okay. We're about to meet two possibly drop-dead gorgeous boys. We've got to have a plan, girl. A plan? Yeah, you know, you see it on the telly all the time. A pair of sexy singles walking into a bar or club, they turn to each other and come up with a plan. We've got to be each other's wing women, you know? So what you got? Najuma thinks we need a plan when meeting the new guys. We should be ourselves. What? That's so vanilla. You may as well serve me sprinkles with it. Huh? Come on, Crystal, let's make a splash. I mean, it is a hot tub. We could just jump in. That's more like it, but I've got a better idea. Like, how about this classic? This is my foolproof 3-step routine that always ends in a kiss. She clears her throat. First, get their attention. She looks away from you, then turns her head sharply back towards you. She whips her hair. Her braids fly to one side before swinging around her head and smacking her in the face. Look, my eye. Then next, you saunter up to them. She begins to strut up to you, but slips and hurtles towards you instead. You dive down and manage to catch her. Her head collides firmly against your chest. Najuma just fell onto my chest. You alright? Her voice is muffled. Super. She looks up at you. So, yeah, then you seal the deal with a line like, do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk past you again? You help her stand upright. Although, in this case, I fell into your boob, so that doesn't really work. I'm so off my game, babes. These guys are gonna think I'm a mess. Should I show Najuma what real flirting looks like? They're taunting me with all this spending of the gems. I only have 18 gems left. But I do want to do a little flirting with her. We're just going to have to do it. We're just going to have to do it. I'm going to show Najuma my 3-step plan. Alright, listen up, girl. Watch a real pro at work. The concern on her face washes away and she gazes at you eagerly. You step back. The first thing you do is... Make eye contact. You lock your eyes with hers. The hanging lights twinkle in the rich brown iris. Once you have their attention, the next thing you do is, I'm going to beckon them over to me. You gesture to her to come over. She coyly pretends like she's not interested. You smile and flutter your eyelashes at her before once again gesturing for her to come over. This time, she does. You and Najuma are face to face. Then what do? Then you go in for the kiss, of course. I'm gonna go halfway in, but don't kiss. You slide your hands onto her shoulders and gently pull her in. Your lips brush up against each other's and you feel hers twitch with anticipation, but you hold back. Then you pull away. At first, she follows you almost magnetically before stopping herself and standing back. I see. You definitely win the right to be my wing woman any day. Well, should we go and put these tactics to the test? Abso-bloodly-lutely. You link arms and the two of you make your way to the hot tub. You notice that Najuma keeps stealing glances at you, but when you look back, she turns away. Get that flirting in there with Najuma. You and Najuma make your way up to the hot tub. Suddenly, Najuma pulls you aside. Can I quickly ask you something before we go over to the guys? Sure. So, I've been getting some vibes from you. Is there something going on between us, like a romantic thing? Because if there is, then now is the time to tell me. Do I have feelings for Najuma? Yeah, I do. Najuma twirls her hair around her finger. She grins nervously. Okay, wowza. That's a good thing to know before a date with two new guys. You feel your cheeks flush. Ha, yeah. Talk about perfect timing. You can say that again. The feeling is 100% mutual if that wasn't already completely obvious. I really like you too. She reaches out and squeezes your hand. Guess we should give these guys a chance then, eh? Though I know who I'd rather be on a date with. She winks at you as you both walk over to the hot tub. Already sitting in it is a tall, toned man. The light bounces off his white hair and droplets of water glisten on his dark olive skin. No, not for me. At all. Not feeling it whatsoever. Enchanté. His deep voice resonates with a thick French accent. Najuma turns to look at you wide-eyed. Then the other man, a shorter guy with a muscular body and fair skin, stands up, splashing water everywhere. Looks-wise, I'm not really feeling them. They kind of both look the same in a way. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, girls. Now, don't say this show doesn't give you what you want. Especially when what you want is clearly a Adonis-inspired French block. Oh, and the cheeky geezer type who is sat alongside him. Some of you may prefer him, but me, my tastes are far more continental. Anyway, coming up, the new boys make an impression. We have a golden opportunity here to test our compatibility. And Angie tries to remember what you shout when golfing. 4, wasn't it? Make sure you don't miss it. Alright guys, so that wraps up episode 6. Now, like I said, I'm not really feeling those guys. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to do a little flirting and a little teasing with Najuma. I'd like to see where that goes and see how that can play out. So it looks like I'm going to stick with James and also do a little flirting with Najuma. Still want to talk to Kobe. Hopefully I get some more options with that. And yeah. So that was Love Island The Game 2, Season 4, Episode 6 from Volume 3. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next episode. which will be episode 7, where we get into these dates in the hot tub with these new boys. Yeah. See you guys then.